from Canadian artist Roxanne Jervis. Previously, I did a video on how to present your work in a different manner. That was where I had done an underpainting, and then I put painter's masking tape around the edge to make a mat, having the underpainting be part of the mat. This is another method that I've used. I must have done probably a good 15-20 paintings using this method, and I found people were really mesmerized by the technique I used. And what I did was I did paint a certain area totally with the titanium white acrylic paint in order to have this nice clear edge. And then I did 24 by 24 painting with that masking tape edge around the edge of the painting. So you can see here the pure white paint is showing, so your canvas is really in good shape. But the painting itself is what the subject matter is, and what's left is actually part of a frame. It would be half of a frame. So I'm going to back this up a bit to show you what it is, the finished product, and then I'll talk about it a bit more. I was lucky enough several years ago to be invited by Michael J. at the Great Atlantic Gallery in a town called St. Justin Penwith, and that's in West Cornwall. I was there for about 10 days and I was going around painting, and on this particular day they suggested that I take the helicopter over to the island of Tresco in the Scilly Isles. And this was one of the little buildings in the town of New Grimsby. Now Tresco, you cannot drive a car, you can rent a bicycle. And the actual island isn't that big, and there's not much to do there, but it's really cool because it's in the Gulf Stream and you can actually see a tropical garden on the leeward side of the wind. You see, I've done the painting in the middle, and I have put this white edge on two sides of the actual painting. But the interesting thing about what has happened with this is I've taken elements of the painting. This house goes over here, goes over here, and I'll bring this closer to show you in a minute. And those posts are part of the entranceway into the path. You see, here's the entranceway into the path, and there's actually a little boat here, and there's the roof of the house. Now you can see I've done a more elongated roof in the border here, but there's the point of the house. And when you step back, this becomes part of the illusion of the house. And here is again the post going into the cottage, and there is just the slightest image that it could be a boat in the bottom. So again, use your imagination, take a very basic picture and put something else in the edge to make it stand out. I had a wonderful day there. The sun was shining, I was in my hiking boots, and somebody was returning a bicycle, and they said they had it till the end of the day, so they said I could have it if I would take it back when I was done with it. I will go and get a couple more pieces that I have like this. Here's another painting that I did, and this painting is of Lake Lure in the United States. We were in North Carolina, and we were at Chimney Rock Park, actually where they filmed The Last of the Mohicans, which was a fantastic movie with Daniel Day-Lewis. And I've taken the trees that are here and I've put them illusionary in the border. So when you stand back and look at it, the colors are all subdued here, but Lake Lure was amazing. Driving down to North Carolina, we were stuck in a snowstorm when we were going through a mountain pass, and it was spring. This doesn't show up color-wise as well, but there were trees that were just starting to get a little bit of a lift of color on the tops of the leaves, and then when they had all the snow coming down, it was quite a blizzard. Again, you can see I have this border here, and the colors, when you see them up close, are very subtle. Here you can see I've carried the water from here down into here just to carry through, even though the frame is right here. And the last one I'll show you, this one was done from a couple photographs from when I was in New Mexico. And we were at one of the passes there, and I can't think of the name right now. When we looked down, Elephant Butte Dam was down below. And we were right at the top of this mountain looking over the whole countryside. Here's my frame that I had. And what I've put in here was the reflection in the rear view mirror of the vehicle we were in. And there was a storm coming in over the mountains, and we were at the top of the mountains here looking over all of this. And that's what I saw in the reflection. And I put for humor, objects in mirror are closer than they appear. It's quite an interesting composition to have the mountains with the reflection of the mountains plunked on top of it. I've done this in 20 by 20s as well. I'm not sure where I put them because, as you can see, I have quite a few paintings here. But try to use your imagination in presenting your work, because sometimes this different presentation catches the eye of somebody. So remember, white paint, titanium white paint. Before you put your masking tape on, do your painting here, and then take something out of the painting and elongate it or mute it, but make sure the colors are a totally different intensity or value of the actual painting. Hope you like this idea. Take care. See you next time. Please subscribe. Bye-bye.